Hey y'all, so we recently moved to a fifth wheel and we're pulling it with our F250. On the trip home, we realized the first time that we hooked it up, even though that it's not too much weight, that it's given us more sag in the bed than we would like. So I was doing some research, and previous trucks, I've had airbag systems before, and honestly never really liked how much they needed to be messed with, and whether you were towing or not, all the different parts that you had to do. So I came across these things called Timbrens. I didn't realize how popular they were. I'd personally never heard of them. They are a true set it and forget it replacement for the factory bump stop system. And we're gonna be doing that install today. So this is our Momentum toy hauler. It's like 13,700 pounds. Our F250, it's got a small lift kit on it and 37s. It's towed the trailer just fine. The only thing is we just don't like the sag that we're getting in the back from having this, now that we have a fifth wheel. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the truck back over to the shop. We're gonna jack it up. We're gonna replace the bump stops. We're gonna put the Timbrens on there. And then we're gonna bring the truck back over here, hook it back up to the trailer, and then get another measurement so that we can see the difference that we're going to have in the sag with and without the Timbrens on there.
All right.
All right, so we're going to measure this. This is out in our backyard. This is not like a level driveway or anything. Jerk offs. All right, so I'm going to measure so we can see where the top of the wheel well is. We park our RV in the back of our farm. We have 2 chicken coops back here. Each coop has a rooster, and both of these idiots are just trying to have a crowing contest. So, all right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get a measurement of, with the trailer loaded into the hitch, where the top of the wheel well is. 42 1/4. So this isn't like a flat level driveway or anything, but it still gives you an idea of just how far down the bed's coming. This is a 39-foot Grand Design Momentum. Total weight, I think, is like 13,700 pounds. The truck tows it just fine. We just don't like the sag. And I know that there's going to be a better ride, especially with towing with these Timbrens. They've come extremely highly recommended, and really just excited to get them on there. Okay. All right, so this is the Timbren kit for the Ford F250. The part number is FR250SD. Let's see what's in the box. So we've got the big poly blocks. We've got the mounting hardware. We've got a washer on the inside. And we've got a bag of hardware along with new clips for the frame, so that's cool. These bolts are what's going to be connecting this block to this mount, and then this mount is going to go back up in place of the stock unit. So pretty simple, not a whole lot of pieces. And what's awesome about these kits is there's no maintenance. Once they're installed, that's it. You don't have to do absolutely anything to them. All right, so for assembly, you're going to need a 17mm. What you can do is you're going to take this bolt, then you're going to make sure that the washer, there you go, so you can get through there, feed it through, and then that's threaded, so we're just going to crank it down, and then do the same thing for the other. Those are ready to go. All right, so So now that the Timbrens are assembled, you're going to go ahead, get the floor jack out and lift the back of the truck up. This is going to give you some extra space to work with. Using your socket, you're going to take off the 15mm nuts that are holding on the factory bump stops. Drop the bump stops out of there. You can see the comparison with the factory bump stops to the Timbrens. It's really no surprise that the Timbrens are going to keep the suspension from sagging compared to the stock setup. So from here, you're just going to slide in the Timbrens into that open area. Those bolts are attached to the frame, so they're already affixed in that position. Mounting holes in the Timbrens are pre-drilled, so that's going to allow you to just set those in the perfect position, put the nuts back over the top. You are going to have 2 retaining clips, 1 per side, so make sure that you slide those in between the bracket and the frame, and then you're going to go ahead and just tighten those down completely. You can do the same thing on the other side. These are exact same setup, and the amount of space that you have to work with on each side is almost identical. Plenty of room, and the Timbrens are going to fit in there perfectly. Again, remember the clips, and then press the bracket all the way up against the frame. Get the nut there onto the bolt and tighten them down as tight as you can.
So we're back out here.
All right, so the Timbrens are installed. We've got the 5th wheel hooked up to the hitch, and now we're going to retract the balancers. What the fuck are they called?
Stabilizers?
Yeah, stabilizers.
Nice.
Wait.
It's so much better.
All right, so now we're going to measure it. Is that 43.5?
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, so initial impressions, I'm super impressed with these Timbrens. I think they ended up costing right around $250 shipped from Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description of the video for anybody who wants to add these to their Super Duty. They make them for the 250 and for the 350. So list of benefits of these, right? So super easy to install. They're maintenance free. Unlike an airbag system, there's no lines, compressors, possible leaks. You're going to eliminate that sag, and by eliminating the sag, you're also relieving stress on suspension components. And while I haven't driven this on the highway yet towing, everything that I've read says that it also eliminates trailer sway at highway speeds. So I'm really, really excited to have these on there. I feel a lot better about the truck trailer combo with them there anyway. And in a week and a half, we're making a trip to Colorado from North Texas. We're going on a turkey hunt. So that'll be somewhere around 2,000 total miles round trip. And we'll really be able to get an impression of them. But just how it sits right now, knowing that the truck pulled the trailer no problem before, now without any sag in the suspension, I don't think you can beat it for $250 and a 20-minute install with simple hand tools.
Heck yeah.
Cool.
Much better.
Awesome.